Hi guys, we are home now. I've been home for maybe like half an hour or so now, and just taking a look at today's purchases of mine. So in front of me I have a lot of manga. My manga collection is here. Oh yeah, Ted is there. Hello. He's watching some gaming stuff, league stuff. So this is what I've bought. So I went actually into Animate, as you guys saw, and also mandarake. I think it's pronounced mandarake in Japanese though. So mandarake sells like a lot of used. Like everything is apparently used. So I think I could tell even by like holding the packaging, like, because it's just like a resealed type of book. But they're selling it like at crazy good prices. Some of them are ridiculously cheap, and some I'd say are more or less the same price as the actual book was originally. So for example, like the first volumes and the last volumes are usually a bit more expensive, but say here I've got just like a whole bunch of Inuyasha, because Inuyasha is just like one of my all-time favorite animes, and the manga is really good as well. It's really long, but it's one of my all-time favorite animes. Can't say I've read all of the manga, not for this one, but I've got a volume. I just like, obviously because I'm not buying all of the volumes, I can't, like, it's really hard to pick like which volumes to buy, so they are obviously going to be really random. But I've got like the first two, 1 and 2, and then I've got 9, and I just picked like episodes that I know I like I know that these are based off of episodes, and I know which ones that I really like. So usually like the more romancy ones, like better character development between these two, between Inuyasha and Kagome. So I've got this one, which is should be the peach mage guy. So this is that one, quite early on. It's ninth volume. This one is when she's captured by Koga, and Koga is first introduced. That is volume 14. And then I just got the last one as well, because the last one's very, very sweet. So this is volume 56. But like, I feel almost a bit bad like just grabbing all of these random volumes, because like they have it like all, like the whole series just laid out, and I don't know if people just like buy the whole thing, but I obviously am not going to buy the whole 50 something books, so I'm just like picking random ones, so then they're just left like all odd and weird, because I've like picked all these random volumes. Does that even make sense? Anyway, so the second series that I managed to find finally, I had to ask them, and I went upstairs to like the shoujo area, like the shoujo manga area, or like shoujo everything, like doujinshi. Like these places have some like sketchy things, like they have a lot of manga that's like fan drawn, so they're a bit like, they're like X-rated, or they're a bit like dirty, or they have, you know, certain themes that aren't like PG. Anyway, so what I've picked, I just went strictly over to Kami-sama Haji because that is my favourite. So they kept showing all of these like little DVD sets and stuff, but I would have bought them, like they're like 30,000, what am I talking about, 3,000 for like just one episode kind of thing. But like, I'm such a massive fan, I probably would have bought it if I could actually play it in my country, which I cannot, so my wallet thanks me for that, but you know, didn't buy that. So this collection I've got here, because this is just my absolute favourite, don't even ask, I'm just so obsessed with this anime, and I've read all of the manga as well. So I was going to buy volume 1 and 2, but if I bought volume 1 and 2, I would have, oh lord, I would have 8 volumes of the manga if I bought 1 and 2. So I just put that one down, and I have only bought the mangas. So the arc that they're doing right now for the, sorry, I'm struggling holding these, the arc that they're doing right now for the OAD, those are based off of volumes 13 ish to 17-ish of the manga, something like that. So I just went and bought all of those because I really enjoy that arc, like when she goes back in time. It's a really, really good arc. So I've got 17, 16, 15, 14 and 13, and then I bought this one. I don't even know which one this is about, but the cover is so nice, so I wanted to buy this one. So these are all my Kami-sama Hajimemashita. No regrets there. And then we went into Animate before we went into mandarake. So Animate is just absolutely huge department store full of fan goods, really, really good, and takes you a while to just explore everything. It's really interesting. So what I've got here is Kyoukai no Rinne. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to read these very well. By the way, all of this is in Japanese, so it'll be reading in Japanese. And because I already know the story, I don't mind not being able to read it that well. At least I can look at it. Particularly for the author of like Inuyasha and Kyoukai no Rinne, they're like shonen type books, like they're for like a younger, slightly younger audience. So they have so these ones have furigana, which is basically the hiragana alphabet on top of the kanji, so you can read the kanji and then like work out what it means. So I can read I know the meaning of a lot of kanji already because it's Chinese, but like it will help me to read the whole thing out, and I think that should be fun, and it will help me to improve my Japanese. So I've got here volume 23, 22, 20 and 21. These were entirely random because Animate didn't have that many volumes of Kyoukai no Rinne, so I just picked the ones that they had and I bought them in chronological order. And these are all new. These ones are new and these ones are used. So yeah, and I already have some Rinne manga, and I think that's one of the reasons why I decided to buy these later chapters, because I already have a lot of the earlier chapters, and it also urged me to buy a few more because I used to pay like £6, £7, that kind of thing per book. So I felt like this was like just so worth it, and especially for like a new volume, this costs like 300 yen. These are all 300 yen, like it's just mad cheap. And then Ted picked up a Boku no Hero Academia. This one's a currently airing anime. It's really, really good anime actually, and it's just volume 1 because he liked the cover, he said. But this one also has furigana, so it wouldn't be that hard to read. But he's not gonna read it. He's just gonna look at pics. So approximate pricing for these. This one was originally 429 yen plus tax, but instead this is 300 alone. I don't know if they taxed me actually. Yeah, let's check mandarake. Yeah, so they do add tax on top of this, but this was 300 yen each of these. This one's 350. I think these were slightly more expensive, 350, because yeah, these are slightly more expensive because they're like new. It's a new manga. And this one is not that expensive, 300 yen each. This is 150, like come on, 150. Like these are the cheapest ones. Like the Inuyasha series is really old, so I guess it's not like as high demand. But this was 390 yen when it was new, and it's 150 yen. It's 150 yen. That is £1. Like that's £1. £1. So I cannot be blamed. £1. Then the last volume was 300. So yeah, this is a really, really long ending, but I really wanted to tell you about like the manga that I've bought. I also went and bought this. So I got like this gacha in the morning, but I really wanted like this badge instead, and I'm really glad I did now, because when I open it, it's actually like a whole circle mirror, whereas this one's only a half mirror, which I don't find that useful. It's like strange. But yeah, those are some of my purchases for today. Yeah, sorry for this really long ending, but I just thought it might be useful for those of you who like similar content to what I do. And maybe if you're thinking of coming to Japan and you can read some Japanese, then like the manga here is so cheap, really worth buying. So yeah, good night from me, guys. I'm just gonna like peel open all of this manga and like have a flick through. But yep, see you in tomorrow's vlog. Good night. Bye bye. Wow, it's so cool when all the crows are closed. Like perfect photo opportunity.